Yes, shine your eyes, use your head for property matter. Meaning say property is a very essential thing, and that is why on top of this show, what we call property matter, we dey always admonish, we dey beg our viewers, make yourself, make you try get one, tabi two, tabi three, because it's never too much. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, talk of say they appreciate from time to time. My name na Chief Olododo, the Mayweather of Entertainment. They call me Olododo OON, and I deal with man wey sabi, that is certified engineer. Oga wey be say e don dey do this thing tey. So anything wey e talk, na authority as far as real estate dey concerned. Together, make we welcome Engineer Debo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
Good to have you here again.
I like this your nickname, the Mayweather of
Entertainment undefeated.
Undefeated. But the money still dey come,
You see, because you know the
because I don't see you dey throw money for social media. Say,
no, I'm very.
If you be Mayweather of entertainment, like this table now, suppose fill am with like.
Mayweather,
you know,
Abi. I'm using my own property.
Yeah, you
say,
okay, maybe next time display your certificate, your CFO and everything.
No need to. Who do I want to impress?
You are not Mayweather there.
I'm not impressing anybody.
You are not Mayweather. Find another name. You can't be Mayweather. Be asking who you are impressing. You are impressing the world.
I should impress the world.
You want to impress the world. That's so that they know that you are the money man.
I'll use Ghana must go to bring my certificate.
You are the money man in entertainment.
All the CEO, all the CFO where I get, Ghana must go.
You know what? Good morning, our viewers. How are you doing? Man, when I say we go soon, they sing. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
They don't sing am for radio.
You know they sing am for radio already.
They sing am for
radio.
They know
they sing am.
When they sing,
Ọdún lọ sópin o, bàbá rere.
When they sing am for radio, I just pause. I say, Ọlọ́run.
You don't end again. You go come dey calculate your achievement this year.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ilé ọdún ìtúnṣu.
Hey, you Lord, ṣe all the things wey I wan do.
Olúwa náà sì ń lọ díẹ̀ nu whether you like it.
And time dey go so. That's why today's discussion is a very interesting one, and it's something that I will want everyone to pay attention to. Because there is something good that just happened in the space, in the Nigerian space. You know, there are a lot of things happening. So sometimes we just look at the bad ones. You know, we don't take cognizance of the very good ones. And something good dropped about a month ago. You know, and I believe that everybody should really explore how they will benefit from this, because with that decision, with that document signed, with that approval granted, it means that housing ownership, owning a house, is now easier for a lot of people who fall in that category. Yes, a lot easier than before. Okay, now, some weeks ago, the PENCOM people told us that approval has now been granted for the proposal that has been on the table. You know, they've already, approved this thing like about some years ago. Okay. That people who contribute to pension scheme, you know, the Pension Scheme Act of 2004, I think, that people who contribute to pension from that time, they now have the opportunity to use 25% of their contribution to do down payment for property where they won't buy. A lot of people, one of the major reasons why they have not been able to take mortgage or buy property is because when developers want to sell, they will say, even if you are going to pay in installments, or even if you are going to take mortgage, loan, or whatever, the banks or the developer will be asking you for an initial payment. Usually, they will say 10%, 20%, 30%. Of the price. So some people, if they want to buy property of 20 million and they say make you go bring 30% of that property amount, that's now 6 million. To raise 6 million put together is always a challenge for a lot of people. Of course, there are very few people who can afford that, but a lot of people can't afford that. Now, what they are saying by that regulation is, if you've been working, let's say, for example, this pension scheme where we operate now started in 2004. 2004 to date is about how many years be that? Like about 18 years, Abi? Yeah. So if, let's say, you have started contributing since that time, you'll be like about maybe 40-something years or 50-something years old now, where you don't work since that time. Except, you know, they grow for your work. You know, some people don't reach level where we say at least 25% of the amount where they don't put for pension go reach some money.
I want to be level 14.
Go reach some money. Where we say, even if it's not up to 6 million, it go reach one good amount wey go help cushion the effect of that initial deposit wey you go bring. Yes. You understand? So it makes it a lot easier now. And for a lot of people who have very good careers, you know, started well and all, the 25% is nothing. I think it will really amount to something substantial by now if they've been at it for long to be able to. And for people that are just new in work, in their employment, it means that as you continue your working career, you can actually target and say, okay, by this time in my career, I should have been able to afford some money that should be able to help me pay for my initial deposit. The only challenge you now have is how will I be paying for the other installment that is required? If it is loan, how will I be servicing my mortgage? And there is another good news. So for me, what I tell people is a combination of this news, of this pension news, okay, and Federal Mortgage Bank. If you put them together, you don't own property, except you know serious. Except you know serious at all. There is no way you should not own a property. If you can combine this pension something wey we dey talk about with mortgage and the Federal Mortgage Bank, Federal Mortgage own. Yeah. Why are they talk about Federal Mortgage own? Because the interest dey low. They also fee give you for a longer time, depending on how old you are, from 60. Do you understand the difference between you have? And the interest is low. Of course, the other down effect of that one is that they can't give more than 15 million. So if property where you want buy be more than 15 million, you go get to find how you go.
But even if they can give 15 million, maybe I go still even get something from the one from Pencom where you don't talk.
No. This is it now. So when you want to buy a property of 15 million, when you qualify for 15 million, they will need you now to make a deposit of 10%, which is 1.5. It is that 1.5 that I'm saying that easily you should be able to get it from your pension.
Okay.
From the 25% of your pension to make that 1.5. So all the thing you'll be concerned about is how much you are now going to be paying every month for that loan wey dem give you. And sometimes it's very negligible for Federal Mortgage owned, especially if you are still a little young and you are far away from 60. It means they can give you that loan for like 20 years, 15 years, 25 years, maximum is 30 years. So if somebody is actually 40 years old now, they assume that he still has 20 active years in service to work. Okay, because it's not just for civil servants to work. Now, if that kind of person already will be 40, qualifies by their pre-qualification criteria, qualifies for a 15 million naira loan, it means that all he has to think about is how to raise the 1.5 will be initial deposit. And 1.5 will be initial deposit now. You feel raise them for your pension. Let's even say that your pension is so poor that maybe the 1.5 and maybe the 25% of the amount is only like about 1 million now. Where you be 40. Fine. It means it's 500 you have to find to add to pay your initial deposit. And after that, you just be paying your. So the most important question now is for you to be serious on home ownership. Go through all the past editions we don't have. Because a lot of people, what prevents them is this. This is what you are able to do when you do your financial analysis. But they will not be aiming for something that they are not able to do.
Swimming pool.
They will not be aiming for something. So that's what I called the Nigerian dilemma, because they want what they cannot afford
and neglect what they can afford.
They don't want what they can afford.
Say I want as we get penthouse.
They don't want what they can afford. They are looking for what they cannot afford.
Say with me, look, give us a penthouse. So
when you analyze yourself, you know that even though you are the Mayweather of entertainment, you are upcoming. You are aspiring Mayweather.
If not, I be 3-bedroom flat, I be 4-bedroom flat.
Or somewhere in Mowe or something. You know, a place where. So for now, for a lot of people, what they need to settle with is the fact that, look, I can't afford where I will stay maybe while working. Because you really cannot stay in Mowe and be working somewhere in town. It will be very difficult. But if that is all that your financial analysis says you can afford, do it. What you are doing is that when you retire, at least,
the place would have people appreciated.
Where you go,
day grand.
And I don't tell you several times. Retirement and now strength, they no be friend though.
Kai.
Hey,
they make people miserable.
They no be friend at all. That's how some people end up for village. No be say they like village. I tell you. Because they can't afford rent now. When there is no money
that
coming in anymore.
Work,
how much be pension? They sweet and they say, I like Ajaru Estate. You know, I like the serenity. And it's close to the airport. It's central to fine. You can be having that argument when you are still working at your money. Oga, if you analyze yourself, if you come to people like us, we go analyze you. When we don't advise you, take them. That you take that one and get that property tied down for Ibadan, for Mowe, for Igbesa, for Alakpoti, for Agbara, for all of these places that are still a bit affordable,
area.
You know, a bit cheaper to afford. Well, you call it anything you want, but that the most important thing is that those are the places where your money reach. When you tie them down, you get. It's also a proof that life can be better for you, that you can do better. And if you don't, and if you did not or were not able to do better, at least you have one thing. You know, go end up for village where you go, they stay with your forefathers and 5 mothers where they run away from before.
They will now have access to see you in full.
They go come they use your picture. No be your picture again now. They go actually do your sculpture because they don't see you now. They go do the two campaign as they like. And the thing where they run away from before. Even though I mean there is a way around that one.
The one who carry come today now how to leverage your retirement savings for home ownership. So the first question with me I want to say this one where you carry come today now for only people will be civil servants.
No, I don't tell you now. How? No. It's not for people who be civil servants. Now, this one where I come carry, is for people where they do pension contribution. Okay. You understand? Whether you dey self job or you dey private employment or you dey government employment. If so far say you dey contribute to pension, you get the account where they call RSA, Retirement Savings Account. For these companies, a lot of these pen companies, there are a number of them. Once you get for one of them, where be say every month you get some amount of your salary where you don't dey put aside, and usually company get amount where then go hard to ram put aside for you every month for that account. People where don't they do that, and people where they do NHF, where they contribute to National Housing Fund. Once you they do those two things, anywhere where you dey employ or you get employment by yourself, you qualify. And even if you know they do, say for example, you know they do pension, but you know they do National Housing Fund. If you meet people where sabi like us, you get how we go arrange you and ensure that you get on stream to be able to qualify. It go take some little time as compared to somebody that is already doing it, but you go qualify. So the most important thing is for you to have been doing these things. And if you've not been doing pension and you just want to start, it means that you have to start that one first. Because what we are saying that you qualify for is 25% of the amount you would have put aside over time. So you get to be money where don't reach somewhere, we don't be belly. You get to be a big belly's money. Do you understand? Money that has big belly.
Not something where you just begin now.
Because when you apply 25% on money we never big belly, it will come to nothing now. You know what they call 25%? You go divide the money into 4. You go carry one. They go carry one. Can't use pay for your housing deposit. Money where you get there, they go divide that into 4. So that's what we are talking about. So it's not just for civil servants. Not at all.
Okay, feel free calling. We get the video call available. If you want to video call us, the number there your screen as they watch also. And if you want call for normal call, please you can also Skype at us WAP TV. Then please when you call, try reduce your TV volume so that we'll go enjoy ourselves. And Engineer Debo still they give us more insight into how to make sure the person retire well, so that no go retire from Lagos, can't go back your village because you know gets roof on top your head. How you go take the landlord after retirement? Now in the talk, because like you take talks and most of these things they sweet when person they active service. Because person no go broke. A woman will lot to lose. I go think say so life go continue. But people talk say the meaning of that one and I will tell you the meaning.
Please tell us.
No, say if then they do masquerade.
Yeah.
And in person we head masquerade for your that time. Anywhere where they and they Allah Akbar. So so when then they do masquerade, they must fry akara. So
akara and masquerade, they are Siemens twins.
They are same one the akara. So one day fry akara like this, you know the picking of that alagba, all of us will be in front.
Who be alagba?
The head of the masquerade.
Okay, the head of the masquerade court.
Court. Now he go come na the pikin wey be our own friend. Now he go say, "Efele lakara mẹ́jọ."
Okay.
Efele lakara mẹ́fà.
Okay, they know they said the akara now free distribution.
Free. But because now in the ring,
okay.
In fact, at times when they fry akara, if you just pour am up, hey,
everybody go.
Plenty.
Akara be like now where people they spray these days.
Plenty for here that time. And Papa they do
the egun.
So later when the egun finish, Omalagba too, he go come go where then they say akara. He go queue say I want to buy akara.
The day where egun no dey.
Where egun to take.
Akara no go dey.
Because akara for this. So our people dey talk say Omalagba imbo afowora akara láti fi jẹko. It ń tán lọ́dún egun.
It ń tán lọ.
It ń tán ní ọdún egun.
Okay, it ń tán lọ́dún egun. That see the Egun Masquerade Festival dey finish.
E go finish.
And when e don finish, the thing wey e dey do yaw, you go come dey
queue. You go queue. So this thing wey we dey talk now, e apply to everybody.
Yes, sir.
My papa he go always talk say now wey e need cap, e never soft. Now he go work because one time come wey this thing go soft, you raw.
Shey?
Wey no go fit do anything again.
Seriously?
So now person fit think of retirement.
I tell you.
Mohammed, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Mohammed from Abuja.
How you dey?
I'm fine. Oh.
Okay.
How Abuja?
Well done for the program.
Hope you have changed your naira.
Thank you.
Yeah, please. The reason why I'm calling, I want to know about how someone will able to leverage on maybe when you are a civil servant, you are working and you are earning below 50,000 naira, and you want to key into this kind of investment saving, so that you can be able to prepare for the day ahead. So,
okay.
But
Mohammed,
how are you going to advise someone considering the situation around the country? You are earning below 50K and you are very interested in investment, especially in the property investment.
Okay.
So how are you going to advise someone to begin that journey?
50,000.
And what portion, you understand, of his income the person can save in order to achieve his desired goal?
Okay.
Yes, that's my question.
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Mohammed, but can I ask you a question before you drop? If he has not dropped. He has dropped, okay. Because he's talking about, I thought he was talking about how you will be able to key into to own house. But he's talking about investments. Those are two different things, okay? So for investment, for people earning that low, what I advise them to do is to look for fractionalized investment opportunities in real estate that are legal, that are well structured, that are sustainable, and are not Ponzi schemes. Because there are a lot of Ponzi schemes out there. Fractionalized in the sense that with as little as maybe 5,000, 10,000,
if you buy equity,
20,000, 25,000, you feel be part of a larger thing happening. You understand? That's how somebody earning 50,000 can do it. And even if it be say the money where they require be like say even that 50,000 to even start, it's simple. What you will do is you start saving towards it. So from your 50,000, you can decide, okay, you'll be saving 5,000. By 10 months, you go down raise the 50 where you feel use join that kind thing. You understand? Because real estate is a high ticket asset transaction. We cannot deceive ourselves. If you want to do real estate, now big money. But you see, all the money, the wisdom is that all the money does not have to come from your own pocket alone. Once you can find like minds, people that are not dubious, that are regulated, that have very clear,
mission and
of what they are doing, you can partner and be a member and be a part of them to be able to also achieve. Yes, at that level where you do, your money go they also grow. You understand? So that's what I advise people to do.
Say Ponzi scheme is there inside real estate too.
Ponzi. Ponzi scheme there anywhere and everywhere.
In real estate.
Plenty safe. You see, anywhere where you don't see where they promise you things that are not sustainable, that even you too, you don't say, this thing get as it be. make you watch. It's Peter that they are using to pay Paul. There is no business behind it.
Later, everybody go know it.
You go know that the person will end up with the bag. Go know say is the bigger fool.
Omale, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you do?
I'm good.
Now the musician.
Now you be Omale Legusi spend. Now you?
No.
Okay,
That's just a mistake.
I think say now you. Oh yeah. Ask your question.
I want to confirm. My salary is below 100,000.
Okay.
And I'm on pension. I'm on pension. What is it called? Pension savings. I have almost 300,000 now. So how do I go about it?
Sorry,
and I want to invest in this real estate.
You said your pension scheme is like 300,000 now.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know that if what you have in your pension is like 300,000, if you want to use 25% of that to do what we are talking about, you are talking about just 90,000. It's really not going to be of any material size. So you need to continue. I don't know, how old are you?
I'm 40.
You are 40. So you need to continue to work, because that amount is really not substantial enough. But this is what you can still do. That amount can still come in to even help you to own your house. Okay? If you can get a developer, wey be say dem project don dey approved by Federal Mortgage Bank, and you like the thing wey dem dey build, you wan buy, and the thing is under 10 million naira, you understand? If you do pre-qualification for Federal Mortgage Bank and you
Can I listen over the radio?
Sorry?
Can I listen over the radio? I want to drop.
Yeah, go ahead, drop. And if you do pre-qualification for Federal Mortgage Bank and you qualify to get like that 10 million downwards, you no need to pay deposits for that one. So you no even need. So even if you apply for your 25% and they give you that 90,000, it go still just help you meet up with the loan where you go they pay monthly for Federal Mortgage Bank. So it go help you. That means you really cannot go for a property that is 10 million or above under that scheme, because the kind of money where you get for that pension is not substantial enough, except if you have any other. Of course, you continue to work and you can go. Except if you have any other means of raising money, you know, that if you now had that 90,000 to, can become something substantial to pay for a 10% of, let's say, 15,000 property, a 15 million property, which is 1.5. You know, things like that, you know, is how you can.
Last question. Shebi the man say get 300,000. Say I know if you write them, say, ever me look go 300,000. Say make they help me use.
You can't use your future today now. When you get to the future, what will you now use?
Shebi I'm still working. Huh?
They know they do investment like that. Okay. What if the work stop tomorrow?
That's true.
Now only 25% you feel.
The law allows it.
Yeah, 25%.
Okay. Engineer Debo, thank you very much. I would have said they should even put his profile for those who say they go on copy in number so that they go feel call him after the show. If it is doable, please let us do it.
Send a message, your WhatsApp message.
He said he prefers WhatsApp message on the 08059100256. So therefore, so now here we go to draw the curtain on top Property Matter today. Thank you so very much. Till we'll come your way again next week.
Next week, see you.